Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Mr. KB. It is July 8th, 2015. This is going to be my review of Batman Arkham Knight. So this game came out June 23rd. I wound up getting it the day after. I played it a little bit, off and on as I can. Just to be honest, there might be some spoilers here. There's going to be some opinion-based review, as all these reviews are. And there's going to be some stuff that I feel need to be touched on that might introduce some spoilers to the overall segment of this review. If you guys are trying to stay spoiler free, trying to be on the fence whether or not you guys want to buy this game, that's what this review is for. Might want to just jump maybe to the end, but there might be some more spoilers there, so maybe it's not safe. All I can say is right now, if you don't want to if you don't want to actually go through this whole process, I recommend playing it if you're interested in the game. It's definitely worth a playthrough and time. Other than that, let's get started. So Arkham Knight is the fourth game in the Batman or the modern Batman franchise series. It started off with Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. Both of those first two titles were developed by Rocksteady, the developer of Arkham Knight. The third game in the franchise series, Arkham Origins, was developed by another company that was hired to do that branch or that game. So when it comes to this game in general, just to get off the bat, it looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. The city is super huge. If I come up here, Arkham City was a pretty big game. Gotham City and Arkham Knight is bigger than that. I'm going to say, just again, ballpark estimate, that this game is easily 3 times bigger than that. I could be wrong. It could be bigger. It could be a tad bit smaller. But just look, water. You can just see traverse. You can just see everything for the eyes. It loads up at once. There's very little fog to limit your viewing distance. It's gorgeous, and there's really nothing wrong or anything in that. The fighting in this game, simple enough. It uses the freeform um combat that's pretty much the standard for all Batman games. Square is the main attack, X is one of those jump dodges, triangle is your actual square. When you get enough on the yellow meter, you can do special takedowns like that. It Sometimes you get hit, because there are varying different degrees of speed for your enemies. So some of them do punch a little bit faster. They kind of throw you for a little bit of a loop when the time comes. Break that fool's arm. So you do get credit for fighting clean. The cleaner you can get, the bigger combo you can actually achieve. The more that you are rewarded with experience points and the such of that. Combat is very simple. There are also gadgets that you can use while in combat, such as the batarangs and the bat claw. All those can be used in different ways. Remote hacking devices to get rid of drones. You can actually call the Batmobile in from time to time. So the combat here is, if you played any of the Arkham Knight games or Arkham City games or this whole Arkham series, you'll be right at home. It doesn't change much. I was right at home after like 5 minutes of remembering how to actually play the game. And of course, like everything else, you can also upgrade. Whoops, that's the wrong menu. You can also upgrade. That's the mission menu. You can upgrade. Gosh. It's the touchpad. No, yeah, it's the touchpad. It's the W. You can also upgrade things like your batsuit, your gadgets, your gadget tech, your combat, so you can unlock more weapons as you progress through the game, or you can unlock different skills as you progress through the game. So there's a lot for you to actually do. When it comes to missions themselves, the main mission is going to be the City of Fear mission, which is the Scarecrow mission. He is the main antagonist, the main bad guy for this whole mission. Along the ways, you will find many missions that are with the NPCs or the soldiers of this actual city. You can also find villains from Batman lore as far as comic books, such as the Bat Knight creature, the creature of the night, the Batman, the Bat creature from I believe was introduced in the animated series. I could be wrong, but that's where I first remember him from. You have Two-Face, you have Penguin, you have Firefly, you have, I forgot what this dude's name was, Jack Ryder. I forgot what they actually called him in here. And there are other missions along the way that you will touch. Now, when it comes to the game itself, there are three endings, or if you want to call it ending 1 plus ending 2A, 2B, they will be here as well. The main ending will be here with the City of Fear. Once you complete this, you get essentially the end of the game. To achieve the other two endings, the first one is unlocked when you beat 7 of these missions here. The second mission, or the second ending, will be unlocked when you beat all of these things, 100% completion rate, including finding all 243 of the Joker riddles and solving them. I wasn't going to do that. No, that's just personally, I am not a completionist in that style where I want to do something of that sort. I did look up both endings online. You can feel free to do that yourself. Me myself, I'm glad I didn't invest another 10, 12 hours to do all these other missions to unlock those other two things, because to me, it would have not been worth it. And in all honesty, if you are a completionist, you're a completionist. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I don't think I would have been disappointed, but to me, not worth the hassle of finding all 243. I would have easily done all of these, but I'm not going to do that. So when it comes to this game, Arkham Knight, great, fantastic combat, story, the universe itself, and the way that the stories are told, even when you're doing the side missions, always feel cohesive. It never feels like you're leaving your main objective. It never feels like you're leaving the universe that you are currently in to go pursue some of these side missions. And that is the beauty of this game. It captivates you in such a universal level that you never feel disconnected at any point, even if you don't concentrate on just killing the scarecrow or finding the scarecrow. You don't ever feel this. They're all part of the same universe. They're all part of the same master plan, which is to take over Gotham. So they all feel connected, and it feels fantastic. The game is great when it comes to that. Um, I believe if you want to just go with the City of Fear, which is the main mission, you could easily complete this game. I'm going to say in maybe 10 to 12 hours on the hardest difficulty. Along the ways, as you can see, I completed some of these missions all the way. I've got more than halfway on some of these missions, not quite all the way on others. It took me between 20 and 24 hours of gameplay time for me to actually complete to the degree that I did. So for me, if I want to 100%, I'm looking at about 35 hours, I think. Just estimating, ballpark estimate. And it might have been worth it, but I'm not going to do that. Now, when it comes to whether or not you should get the PS4 version, which is this version, or the Xbox One version, the big draw, the big buy the PS4 edition of this game was the two main DLC points. The first one being one that I was super excited about, which is under the Arkham episodes, which is the Harley Quinn story pack. Now, this is going to be one of the spoilers. This can be completed in 5 minutes if you're very, very efficient at this game. She plays similar to Batman, but she feels different enough where this is Harley. Like, it still feels part of the same universe, but this is Harley Quinn, and I love Harley Quinn. Like, Harley Quinn was my first animated crush. You know what I mean? And I can say now at, however, oh damn it, however old I am, I'm 32 years old, and I can safely say that I really, really just loved Harley Quinn. I was super excited. My main problem with this was that, like I said, it's 5 minutes. Everything feels smooth, but it's 5 minutes total, and it's called a mission pack. I was expecting 3 to 4 missions, maybe an hour's extra worth of gameplay. This mission, as it stands, is a prologue to releasing Poison Ivy prior to the events of Arkham Knight, which is not bad, but at the same time, it's 5 minutes that could have easily not been DLC and put into the main part of the game, or just forgotten altogether, because this really adds nothing to the overall experience, in my opinion. The other part that you will see would be part of the AR challenges, which were the Scarecrow nightmare challenges. Basically, here you are going to start off on the Batmobile racing from point A to point B. At point B, you wind up finding a big Scarecrow as the boss. When you drive the Batmobile in Gotham City during the Arkham Knight series, you feel like you're in a speedy car. Sometimes it feels a little tanky because it's the Batmobile, but this portion feels very sluggish. While the game Arkham Knight itself feels like it runs at 60 frames a second, 50 frames per second solid, this feels like it's running at maybe 30, and it still tends to slow down. And sometimes during some turns, you'll feel that sluggishness. You'll feel slow compared to driving this, and there was a slight bit of slowdown in the main game, and it doesn't feel quite as bad as that segment, but it still feels pretty, like right there, like during that turn, I just felt like I couldn't turn at all once I hit the wall. And you know, the whole thing could be, oh well, don't hit the wall. Yeah, but it shouldn't feel sluggish. So when it comes to these two things, I'm gonna say these were actually throwaways. So when it comes to the game itself, what edition should you get? Xbox One, PS4? I'm gonna say, like almost any multi-platform title, go wherever your friends go. The main thing here would be, you see the leaderboards that are in the bottom right of this challenge and pretty much every other challenge. This would be the thing where you get bragging rights with your friends. Oh, I beat it in 3 minutes and something. I beat it in whatever the case may be. I beat mental block in 30 seconds. So how fast did you do it? Blah 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 blah. And that will be where the extra entertainment outside of the story mode kind of captivates you, as how fast you can beat your friends in real life. So having said all that, the game itself, Batman Arkham Knight, is going to get a 9 out of 10. It is excellent. There are a couple quirks here and there, a couple little technical issues that could have been fixed, but it's a solid game. Storytelling, graphics, everything about it, controls, progression, everything feels super super great outside of those minor annoyances that do take place in this title. Now when it comes to the package, as I viewed it, the PS4 edition specifically, I'm going to give the entire PS4 package an 8.75 out of 10. It's actually going to be deducted because I felt that the Harley Quinn mission, not mission pack because it's one mission, and the Scarecrow challenges could have easily been put in the game just to make it a part of the game for both Xbox One and PS4. Pretty sure Sony had a hand in making that how it was. Or they could have just removed them altogether and had equal editions of the game, and you don't gain anything from those actual additions. I don't want to sound ungrateful. I don't want to sound like an entitled little, biatch, for the lack of a better word. But there's a certain point of expectation when you're promoting something to a degree of, this is the reason why you have to get the PS4 edition, that I think has to come with it. And if you don't have that expectation as a consumer, then you're allowing these companies to just throw anything at you and be like, well, this is what you're going to get. It's the bare minimum, but it's that much that you're going to buy it. No, there has to be a certain expectation for these things if you want me to buy your edition over another edition. If I had that option to me, I only have a PS4, so the only option was said thing. But everybody out there who has that option, PS4 and Xbox One, go where your friends go. That's going to be my personal thing. The Harley Quinn, Scarecrow things don't add anything of value that would make you have to avoid your friends when it comes to enjoying this game. So yeah, that was my view of the game plus a little rant at the end. 9 out of 10 for Arkham Knight. 8.75 for the package, the package deal of the PS4 edition of the game. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll feel free to answer them. If you disagree with me, then we disagree. We can talk about that. If you want to be civil about it, if you agree with me, let me know why you agree with me. Same thing, why you disagree with me. If you feel like it was great, then that's fine. But remember, I love Harley Quinn, and I feel like it didn't add nothing. Well, other than that, this has been Mr. KB. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.